negara menghabiskan budget dan mata wang serantau lain mengalami stabil menjelang
Members of the press, firstly, thank you very much for your patience. We have taken a little bit more time than we expected, slightly about 6 hours more, but still, all time must come to the end. And here we are, finally, I've been sworn in as The delay is unavoidable because of certain official processes which we have got to go through. But the important thing is that in the end, it is, I was sworn in today. Our intention was to have it today. It has now happened, and of course, right away we will have to do a lot of work tomorrow. But I would also like to thank the people who supported us during the campaign. Actually, nobody in Malaysia had ever seen the kind of support that was generated for Pakatan Harapan. I must claim a little bit more for my own party. It was formed only 3 years ago with very little hope. We thought that with 7 people as the founding members, how could we ever take on the BN? But as you know, we were able to form the coalition, and the coalition gave us strength, and we also perhaps contribute some strength to the coalition. What was remarkable was the very rapid growth in the support for the BN, not BN, I mean for the Pakatan Harapan. Before Najib announced the dissolution of Parliament, we were attracting between 5,000 to 8,000 people. After he announced that he was going to dissolve, he dissolved Parliament and said that the election would be held very soon, the number of people who turned up increased to at times 40,000 people. Unfortunately, some TV stations and some newspapers were unable to count beyond 200. So invariably we have an audience of 200. But that doesn't matter to us. We know that in the flag war we lost. We lost the flag war completely. See, but they can have the flag. We prefer the votes. I think we did extremely well. We were thinking that we would perhaps achieve 100 seats in the peninsula, and hopefully we would win a number of seats in Sabah and Sarawak. But as it turned out, in the peninsula alone, we achieved more than 120. So we had achieved the simple majority which enabled us to form the government. Of course, formation of the government involves getting the signature of the king, and to do that, the king insists that there must be an official count coming from the election commission. The election commission, as you know, was quite slow, but it was not until 4 o'clock in the morning that we got the full result. But apparently, the king got his result in written form only at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So it was fixed for our swearing in at 5, but due to various procedures, it went on until about 9:30. That is the story about the official side. But what amazes us is the number of people who waited from 5 o'clock. They waited until we came out from the palace. And the enthusiasm was really fantastic. Just as the crowds that we attracted has never been seen in Malaysian political history. But the reception we got as my car was passing through to come here was amazing. People were shouting and laughing. I would like to thank the people from Malaysia, the majority of them, who have given us courage and hope, which is also the name of our party, Pakatan Harapan. Close relationship between parties with hope for the future. And that hope was justified or rather realized when we won the election. We promised to set up a good government. The government, of course, will be based on the constitution and the law of this country. We are particularly keen to ensure that the constitution is upheld and that the laws of the country is what will guide us through our administration. Policy-wise, I think the business people should be assured because as you may know, although now some people have forgotten about it and claim that it is the policy of the government that has just been defeated. Actually, the idea of a business-friendly government was mooted long ago when we introduced the concept of Malaysia Incorporated. Malaysia Incorporated simply means they will regard the private sector and the government sector as being part of a corporation, and the corporation is Malaysia. We intend to build up Malaysia's economy with the help of investors from inside and outside the country. We would like to see a very active stock market and also increase in capitalization of the stock market. We think we can achieve this because we have people who are experienced in the economic field and also finance. Of course, I'm not educated in these two areas, but I am, strange to say, for a dictator, I'm also a good listener. I listen to people. Among at least the people I had to listen to was Rafida. She makes herself heard whether you like it or not. And in the last days of the election, she came out in full force to help us, and this has helped us a lot. So has Tun Daim Zainuddin, Rais Yatim, and the rest. I believe that they all wish they had the guts to come out like these three people. But of course, guts is a commodity that is scarce in this country. Anyway, we had enough people with guts to come forward and stand by us, support us, and you know, we were cut off from all sources of funds, but I would like to say that some people surreptitiously gave us money. They don't tell people, they come very quietly, because you know what will happen to them. What will happen to them is that if they are seen to be close to Pakatan Harapan, in particular close to me, they would be visited by the Income Tax Department and sometimes the MACC, and they have been forced to pay additional tax which are not due to them. We intend to study how much they have been forced to pay, and we would like to reimburse them for the money that they have. Also, some businessmen and some government officers have been in a way demoted. We will study their cases, and if they deserve it, they will be promoted. As you can see, we have a lot of things to do, but our concern for the economy and the finances of this country is the main thing. We will have to focus on these two things: the finances of this country, and also the business finances as well as economic management. So we will be focusing on all this, and I would like to tell the business people that they can now push up the prices in the stock market. And there should be no cause for any devaluation of the ringgit. But as you know, we cannot revalue the ringgit too much, or else we will not be competitive. But we will try to make the ringgit as steady as possible. We will also not have this petrol price adjusted every few seconds. It's very disturbing to petrol dealers, and we hope that people will appreciate what we intend to do, because we really love this country, and we are here together because we love this country, and we are not fighting for money. We will abolish the term cash is king. We need money, but it will not be our king. Those are some of the things that we intend to do, and if you want to know anything more, you may ask questions in a very orderly fashion. Please remember that I was the dictator.